For men and women, improve your singing with me. In this video, daily singing exercises. This is Eleonora and I'm Pierre. She's our singing teacher. She's an opera singer and I'm a complete beginner. I'll ask her questions and she'll answer. I'll exercise and you can exercise with me. You should start with vocal warm-ups. Daily singing exercises. They help you to sing better now. If I can do it, you can do it too. Don't be shy, you'll be better than me, for sure. Eleonora, do we really need another video on vocal warm-ups? Aren't there already hundreds out there?
That is very true, Pierre. There are plenty of tutorials out there, but I can assure you that my approach is a little different. I will show you my very own warm-up formula. It is a structured approach to get your unique voice. It is practical and it has a lot of effectiveness.
Eleonora's vocal warm-up formula? Sounds interesting. And it confuses me a bit. It looks like there are vocal warm-ups and targeted vocal exercises and vocal setup routines. Can we dive deeper into what makes them different? I want to make sure I'm approaching my practice correctly.
Of course, Pierre. There are 3 elements that are very essential, but they have their own distinct purposes. So I would suggest we start with the vocal warm-ups. What do you think the main goal of warm-ups is?
I suppose it is to get the voice ready for singing, right?
Yes, that's true. For sure. Vocal warm-ups are like stretching before a workout. They prepare the voice by increasing blood flow to the vocal folds and stretching and thinning them. It is also essential to open the throat. They are gentle exercises to wake up the vocal mechanism.
So warm-ups aren't really about fixing problems or improving technique.
Exactly. Warm-ups are about readiness. Here are some examples. You have to do descending scales, lip trills, and a rolled R, which I prefer the most. They are simple and safe for starting your practice.
Ah, that makes sense. And what about targeted vocal exercises? How are they different?
Targeted vocal exercises are where the real work happens. They are designed to address your unique voice, so like your specific vocal challenges. You have to develop particular skills and think of them as a problem-solving tool.
Can you give me an example?
For sure. Let's say you have tension in your tongue, then you have to do tongue loosening exercises to help you relax it. If your jaw tends to lock up, then you need to do jaw release exercises. They are drills that are tailored to your unique needs.
That's fascinating. So they're not one size fits all?
Exactly. Targeted exercises are customized for your own voice. They help with bridging registers, smoothing transitions, and working on high notes. If you're struggling with resonance in your upper range, you have to do exercises to stretch and thin the vocal folds, where I have to say that thinning the vocal folds is the same as stretching.
Resonance in my upper range? What does that mean?
That is a very good question. A whole range of problems occur when you try to sing higher notes. Most people tend to get a thin voice or a very breathy tone. It often happens that your sound gets really strained or pushed. You can get a muffled or dull quality, which is why you need to get the projection in your voice, what we call like a ring, or in Italian bel canto technique, squillo. It can also happen that the notes are cracking or flipping unexpectedly.
Ah, I see. It sounds like these exercises require a lot of attention.
They do. That is why I recommend doing them after your voice is warmed up. When you want to prepare the foundation, you need to do warm-ups. After that, you can start with targeted exercises that build and refine your own specific skills.
Ah, got it. And what about vocal setup routines? How do they fit in?
Setup routines are the final step in singing. They're all about aligning your voice with the demands of the music you're about to sing. Unlike warm-ups or targeted exercises, they are more repertoire specific.
Repertoire specific? Can you explain?
Gladly. For a chess piece, setup might be a stylized run or exercises that emphasize dynamic control. For an opera singer, a setup might be a focus on legato lines or exercises that enhance projection and support.
So they're tailored to the song or style.
Exactly. Setup routines ensure your voice is ready for what you're about to sing. The unique challenges of the repertoire are very, very specific, so they have to get a bridge between their technical preparation and actual performance.
That's so interesting. Could you walk me through how a typical practice session might look?
Sure. Start with 5 to 10 minutes of warm-ups. You have to begin with descending scales and then lip trills. They are there to help your voice wake up gently. After that, you can move into targeted exercises, like specific working on your high notes, or you have to focus on drills that stretch the vocal folds.
Okay, then I move on to the setup routines.
Exactly. Your setup routine prepares you for your specific repertoire. It is the final polish that you need to establish your song.
Ah, I understand. How much time should I spend on each step?
That depends on your schedule and goals. A good start would be 10 minutes for warm-up, 10 to 15 minutes for targeted exercises. Setup routines can vary and should be tailored to your immediate needs.
Ah, that sounds manageable. Are there any common mistakes I should avoid?
Great question. One mistake is skipping warm-ups and jumping straight into songs. That puts unnecessary strain on your voice and it can damage what you're going to try to achieve. Another is rushing through targeted exercises without mindfulness. You have to always focus on quality over quantity.
Understood. And for setup routines?
That is very important. You have to avoid using them as a substitute for proper warm-ups and exercises. They are meant to complement your foundational work. You don't have to replace it, you need to do this.
This is so helpful, Eleonora. I feel like I have a clearer picture now. But what if I'm short on time? Should I combine steps?
For beginners, you never try to combine them. You always have to try to do them separately. If you are pressed for time, you have to prioritize warm-ups and one targeted exercise. Quality always matters more than quantity, never forget.
Got it. So to recap, warm-ups are for readiness, targeted exercises are for problem solving, and setup routines are for repertoire preparation.
Exactly. Each step serves a unique purpose. Together, they create a comprehensive practice routine.
Thanks, Eleonora. That has been incredibly enlightening.
You're welcome. Remember, patience and consistency are key to good singing.
Now I leave Eleonora for 6 seconds and talk to you directly. If you're enjoying this so far, don't forget to hit subscribe. It helps the channel and you'll never miss a new video. Back to Eleonora.
Now let's start with the warm-up. Warm-ups are essential. They prepare your voice for singing by getting the blood flowing and stretching the vocal folds. Another point that is very essential is opening your throat. You never can sing with a closed throat. You need to prepare your throat by making it open and relaxed. My vocal warm-up formula consists of descending scales, 5-tone descending or 8-tone descending, and descending and ascending scales. There you do the same like with the descending scales. You do it upwards and downwards. You can also do a full ascending scale like a full octave. After that you have to sing sustained notes. This step you also do in 5 simple steps, which I will clarify now.
That makes sense, but do we really need to warm up every time?
Absolutely. Many singers skip warm-ups or do them haphazardly. Let me give you a confidential advice. Use a method specific to your own need.
I'm listening.
Now we do descending scales.
Why descending?
Because when singers aren't warmed up and ascend, they tend to lift and squeeze their voice. That's the enemy of good singing. You have to do descending scales to reduce strain and help ease your vocal mechanism into action to get rid of this tightness in your throat.
So, how does that work?
When you do descending scales, we start with a lip trill like this. And then you can do this on a 5-tone scale.
I do it now.
That is good.
Got it. And the next step?
Now we implement this lip trill on a 5-tone descending scale. That was only 4 notes. You have to repeat that again. 5 tones and try to make it really legato, okay? Try not to do like pushing in between the notes. Don't try to do like. Try to do it really legato. That is much better. Once you are comfortable with the 5-tone scale, you can move on to a full descending scale. By a full descending scale, I mean like a full octave. Listen. You have to do it in your own voice. You do it lower than me, of course. Yeah, that was the basic of it, I guess. You just have to practice this, like on your full octave in your own range. Then you will get the hang out of it. Now we move on to the ascending and descending scales, like combine it in one step. First, we will start again with a 5-tone ascending scale. After that, we will combine it with a descending one. So I will demonstrate again. And after that, you can combine it, and then it will sound like this. I'm sorry. Okay, try again one more time. Try to do it really like 5 notes and really legato. Just try to keep your air steady. That was more or less the basics of it.
Shall I try again?
Yeah, try it one more time. Sorry.
Now you can say, okay, you try this at home.
Okay. Yeah, well, you just try this. Okay, you can just try this at home. It's really essential that you practice this a lot, because right now the way you do it, it just shows that you have a lot of stuck air still inside of you. You need to let it flow, and this helps you to let your air flow.
Thank you very much, Eleonora. I appreciate, and I'll exercise at home. Thinking of you. So, we are gradually working our way up
Yes. First, you always have to start in your middle voice. Then you work downward because the root is down. Like when you see a tree, you see the roots. It is essential to keeping the crown. So it is the same when you sing. You always have to go downward and afterwards upward. Because downward, it gives you more connection to the body and to every muscle in your body in general. As you feel more warmed up, it is easier to get into high notes without rushing it. Because if you go into high notes without preparations, they always tend to strain and squeeze. And we want to avoid it.
That's good to know. And what about longer scales?
Once you're comfortable, try full ascending scales, ascending descending combinations, and 9-tone scales. Let me show you how. And the 9-tone scales, they just add one more note to the octave. That sounds like this then. This is quite tricky, I must admit.
So, I won't do it now. And you might try to do it without me.
Yeah, this is essential that you practice this a lot at home.
Great, I'll do that in my nights at home when I can't sleep. I'll work on it then. What's the third step?
The third step in our vocal warm-ups are the sustained notes. The exercise consists of 6 steps, which will I explain first. Step 1 consists of gentle breathing. You have to engage your breath and calm your system. The second step is the lip trill. When you do warm-up, the vocal folds need to have minimal tension. Afterwards, there's the third step with the humming sustained notes. They activate nasal resonance and control. The fourth step is to sustain on the vowel. You have to build tone, breath support, and vowel resonance. The fifth step consists of descending sustained notes. You have to do smooth transitions and control across registers to balance it out. And the sixth step is the dynamic control, which will help you build volume control and musicality. So, first you try to inhale through your nose for 4 counts. After that, you have to exhale on a S for 8 to 10 counts. You have to repeat this 3 times and try to reach it up to 12 counts. I will demonstrate. Well, I could do it longer, but I just tried to get you a basic idea of how to do it. This step you have to repeat 3 times.
I try to do it now and
Good. Remember, you always have to focus on a steady airflow. Now, do a lip trill on a 5-note scale. Always start around a comfortable pitch. Like go up by half steps. Never try to do a full note. Like this.
I try to do it now.
Well, you were basically staying on the same notes. Let's try to repeat this, okay? One more time. I will give you the note on the piano. Dat is iets hoog. No. Oh yeah, try. half a step upwards is like this. Good. Try it one more time to make it really smooth and legato. Always keep your airflow. That's better. Now we will do a hum on a We also have to do it like 5 to 10 seconds. Always start around a comfortable pitch. You always have to feel vibrations in your lips, cheeks or nose when you do this exercise. Also repeat this on 3 different pitches.
Okay, I'll do it now.
That is good. Now we try to sustain each vowel 5 to 8 seconds. First we will start with the E, then to go to a and then to a U. Like this. E, a, U. Now you will try to do it, and you always have to check if you have a steady airflow, if you have an open throat, and if you have no wavering pitch.
I'll do it now. E, A, U.
Very good. Let's continue to the next step. Now we have to sustain a pitch on a vowel and do a siren. First we will start from up and we'll go down. A full octave, like this. Ooh. On this exercise you have to check if you have a steady airflow, like you did in the last exercises, and if your resonance is consisting.
Okay, I'll do it now. Ooh.
That's good. Try to keep your notes really legato when you go down. Don't let it crash.
Ooh.
It was okay, but you jumped some notes. But the sound was better in this. Try to do it again.
Ooh.
That is very good, Pierre. Let's continue to the next step. The final step. Now we pick a vowel and we will sustain it on a pitch for 8 seconds and try to sing louder and softer. We will do it on 4 different notes. I will demonstrate. Now you will try it. Do you have a steady airflow when you're doing this? And do you have a consistent resonance? Try it.
I'll give it a try.
was not bad. Well, the last one crashed a bit, but it's okay. If you try to do this, you will continue to make your voice more balanced and you will have different dynamic control.
I see how this builds strength, and I hope I can build strength this way. So, after these 3 steps, we're done?
Not quite. Once your voice is warmed up, you are ready for the targeted exercises and the setup exercises. They are individual, of course, and vary from person to person. Let's assume you have jaw tension that can interfere with your resonance and articulation. Then you will do an exercise that will just take about 2 minutes. The jaw release exercise begins with you standing up or sitting comfortably and keeping your posture tall but relaxed. That is essential. Now you have to gently place your fingers on your jaw joint right in front of your ears and feel for tightness. Now start mimicking a slow chewing motion, like chewing gum in slow motion. You can also imagine a fish when you do this. Now we add a gentle hum while chewing, like I did before. And always keep the chewing at it. You have to focus on vibration in the face and lips when you do this. The jaw should never lock or clench, it should always float free, like you're literally letting it hang down. And the final step is singing something with big freedom in your jaw and throat. Just try like, whoa. Now, we will try to do the setup exercises. Let's assume you want to sing an aria. We just pick a single exercise and call it the text and emotion warm up. So you will do an exercise that will take about 4 minutes. The exercise goes like this. Step 1. Speak the first few lines of your aria with intention. Step 2. You have to feel the meaning, phrasing and emotion. Step 3. Speak it once with movement or gesture and you have to free the body. In the step 4 you can start to sing it gently, but always try to do it and keeping it on a mezzo forte. Focus on your breath and honesty. Let the jaw hang, it should not lock or clench. And the 6th step, when you sing something you have to notice the freedom.
That sounds like a lot. How much time should I spend on all of this?
10 minutes a day, 6 days a week can make a big difference. But I suggest you would do 10 minutes a day, 3 times a day. So like you start in the morning 10 minutes, for lunchtime 10 minutes and in the evening 10 minutes. So in total it will be half an hour. But of course, if you are preparing for a big audition or concert, then you need to practice a lot more. But if you are trying to do it as a hobby and you want to get a better voice, you can do it 10 minutes a day to build better habits and strengthen your voice.
Only 10 minutes? That's doable.
It is. Just make sure it's focused and mindful practice and not trying to sing randomly in the car. But you can find those 10 minutes anywhere, even inside the bathroom. Of course, you always have to concentrate and try to do it with an open mind. You can also do it while you're cooking or even in the garden. The key is consistency. Singing lives from repetition. You always have to do it every day to get a steady line in your singing.
I will do that. Thanks, Eleonora. This formula is so practical. I feel like I have a clear roadmap now for warming up, for targeted exercises and for setup exercises. And I trust I'll get more information here in the future.
You will. Remember, you always have to start with descending scales, then you move up to ascending scales, and you will finish with sustained notes. After that, you can focus on the targeted exercises and setup exercises.
Got it. I'll start practicing this every day.
You will. Keep up the good work and don't forget to check out my other videos. Subscribe and hit the bell for more tips. See you next time.
See you, Eleonora, and thank you again. Do you want to sing yourself with real power and soul? Do you want to see how Eleonora nails opera, contemporary music and songwriting? Then click the link below the video or go directly to superiorsingingcoach.com. That is superiorsingingcoach.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe. It helps the channel and you'll never miss a new video.